Hello all my beautiful stitching friends. It is Sandy the Sunroom Stitcher coming to you from the beautiful folds of my lilac thicket. It's Tuesday, it's 10:11 a.m. On the 1st of March 2022. I hope this video finds all of you well and enjoying your stitching and all the other blessings that you have in your life. And my hair's looking better than it has in a while. I know my hair's looked pretty wild in some of these videos. I'm using a new shampoo, the mane and tail. So I've heard some good things about it, and my hair's gotten so thin since I've gotten into my 60s. So anyways, and plus my hubby's home on vacation, so you may hear some him rambling about the house. He's works hard, and so he's just enjoying some of this beautiful spring-like weather we're having here. He was talking about going into the city tomorrow. They've got a bus that travels between our city and Kansas City, and he likes to take that bus in and ramble around downtown Kansas City. And tomorrow it's supposed to be near 75 degrees, so it'll be a perfect day for it. So I have 2 new subscribers that subscribed since my last video, and I thank you for those. And I had 3 comments, and those lovely comments went into the baggie, and at some point this year I'll be drawing a name out of this baggie, and I will be sending them a hand-stitched something that I haven't decided what yet. So let's get to this. I did have a finish, and it is something that you've seen before, and it is Mary's Sampler, which was a free design from Plum Street Samplings. Oh, that's not. And it really turned out well. I'm so thrilled with it. My favorite part of it is the little Mary and Joseph over here. And I just think it's delightful. And the particulars on this are, I started it on Tuesday, January 25th at 12:20 p.m. and I finished it Monday, February 21st at 9 p.m. That was 28 days, and I worked on it 20 of the 28 days from start to finish. It is stitched on let's do this. I'm looking for something to put on the back of it here. And sorry about that. Every time you think you're ready for this, you're not. Alright. We'll get this right here. Alright. It is stitched on 28 Lugana in slate, hand dyed by Stephanie. And I did use, I substituted my own colors, not in everything. I used 611, DMC 611, 642, 729, 3371. And then I also used Gas Colors Brandy, Shaker White, Wood Smoke, Adobe, Wood Trail, and Heirloom Gold. I used Weeks Dyed Works Boysenberry for the berries in the border. And I used Dyer's Cast Dried Herbs for the green in the border. Things that happened while I was working on this. Mom had her cataract surgeries. We had ice and snow on February 17th. I had my 65th birthday. I watched Blue Bloods a lot while I was stitching on this. Our weather was a bit warmer. And I got a lovely Valentine card from my husband. So this is a free stitch along, and the links to the pattern and the color key are down in the notes. So that is Mary's Sampler by Plum Street Sampling. I believe her name is Pamela Stewart. And I did this, it was a casual stitch along I did with some of the ladies on the Followers of Jesus Christ, Cross Stitch for Followers of Jesus Christ Facebook group. So we got back to work on Gloria. And I think the last time you saw it, I had just started this G. And so I've been working on it since finishing Mary. In fact, I started it the next day. And I am still in love with this. And it just sparkles like mad, and I love it. And I was having some separation anxiety from it while I was working on Mary, but it really is a beautiful piece. This is a piece from Patricia Anderle, and it was in the Cross Stitch and Country Craft magazine, I believe November, December issue of the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. And I did start this on November 27th. I'm using the called for colors, and it is on 28 count Opal Lugana. And let's see, what else do you need to know about that? Oh, it was November, December 1995 issue. So you may, if you like Patricia Anderle, and I love her as Leslie loves her, you might be able to find the magazine like on eBay or on one of those trade sites that's on Facebook, trade groups. But this one was never in retail shops for sale. So it was just in the magazine. It's just so pretty. And I'm noticing that the writing looks to be almost like a lavender color, but it's actually silver. There's blending filament in every single stitch of this, and except for the back stitching. There will be gold beads on this, but I'm waiting until the end to do that. And I would say that I am just about 50% done on this. It's not a huge piece, and I think I'm going to have it professionally framed once it's done, because it is so beautiful that it does deserve to be professionally framed. So I did not work on this yesterday. I was busy with something I'll tell you about pretty shortly. I've spent $7 in stash in the past 2 weeks. And what I purchased was something I originally saw it was a pin on Pinterest. And it's from Periwinkle Promises, who no longer is designing. But I love the Altoid tins, and you probably, if you've been stitching for a long time, you probably remember all the rage with the heart-shaped tins and Altoid tins and such like that. Well, I've got some of the heart-shaped ones and some of the larger Altoid tins and some of the smaller ones. In fact, I've got one right here. I've got stuff on it, but anyway, this I thought was darling, and so I went on a hunt for it, and I actually found it at Emily's, EMLI. Nobody else had it. It wasn't on eBay. And she has somewhat of an online site, and I had to write a check, and I emailed her and asked her if she still had it. She said she did. I paid $5 for shipping and handling and $7 for this. But Periwinkle Promises strawberry stitching tins, and I really do like it. I always like Periwinkle Promises. I've got several of their patterns, but none of them are like this. And I sort of thought about maybe, well, who knows, maybe this will be what I stitch and put together and send off for someone who's left a comment. But I think that that's darling. I love it. And I'm so happy. It came yesterday in the mail. It came fairly quickly. She takes credit cards and debit cards, but I didn't feel comfortable doing that through emails. So she said I could write a check, so I wrote her a check. And I gotta say, I thought maybe I might be getting a copy, but this is actually a sealed package, so I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. I had great service from Emily's, so that is definitely, with my one experience, I give her business a two thumbs up. And so yeah, I really like that. Anyways, so that's that. I have a couple of things, a couple of freebies I wanted to share with you. Boy, this is really going to be a short video. Aren't you lucky? Don't have a lot to talk about, I guess. One of them is this Psalms 4:8, chapter 4, verse 8. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. And there's a nice tulip border around it. I made this on CrossStitch.com, and it's not copyrighted by me or anything, but if you like this, you can go to my website, and there's a link to the download, which is actually in Dropbox. So yeah, this is a nice freebie from me to you, the Sunroom Stitcher. And this is one of my favorite verses. And I have it up here, right above my desk. So anyways, that's one freebie you can go. And the second one that I have for you is also at my blog, and you can go down below. But I spent the past few days going through, searching, hunting on an Easter egg hunt. But actually it was for St. Patrick's Day free designs. And you can, I found 62 links to free St. Patrick's Day cross-stitch designs. Really, there's a great variety from small to larger. Um, it's, yeah, it was a lot of work, but I've had so much fun doing it. So, you can go to the link down below. It is also on my blog. It's a post from last night. All of the links have been tested, and if you have a problem, let me know. But you shouldn't have a problem linking, getting to the sites. But 62 links to free and legal cross-stitch designs for St. Patrick's Day down below. So you can stitch green stuff to your heart's content. I'm really anxious to get started on that. I love St. Patrick's Day. Um, this old gal is very Irish on both my mother and father's side. My great grandmother Fanny Ryan, was the last immigrant um, ancestor that I've had, and she came from Ballinrostig, which is Ireland, which is now the Greater Cork area. Her father was a lighthouse keeper in Cork Bay, or Bay of Cork, and she came here as a young woman, leaving behind a daughter, and that her mother raised. Once Fanny came here, she never saw her daughter again, but she went on to marry my great-grandfather, and they had 5 kids. And my great-grandfather Darius was James Darius. He was named after his 2 grandfathers. He went on to be a plasterer, and he actually is the one that I am related to the presidents through. Fanny, just a hard-working lady. She worked, when she came here, she was in Galesburg, Illinois, worked as a housekeeper in the rectory of the Catholic Church. And then when her and Darius moved to Davenport, Iowa, where all of her kids were born, she worked at the Holy Family Catholic Church and the hospital. And she was a good old Irish lady. I have one very small memory of her. Very small. I was little. We went to visit her in a nursing home. And I got lifted up and sat next to this lady on a bed. And she was just stroking my hair and face. And I could feel such love from her. And that was my great-grandma Fanny. So anyways, gee, you needed to know that, didn't you? So, really, we're supposed to have great weather this week. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to be working on my Gloria. And I am reading the Left Behind series again. And what else? I may do some baking and just letting Oren enjoy his vacation time. So, as always, come in through hugs. And I thank all of you for watching this old fat face. And I hope that I should be back to you right before St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to wish you a great 2 weeks. Go visit the links before. If you're interested in daily freebies, you can go to my Facebook group, Needle Free for All, and you can apply for membership. There's 2 questions you must answer. One is the current project that you're on, and the other one is that you agree to the rules of the group. And also, if you want a nice Facebook group, and you're a Christian, I would suggest Cross Stitch for Believers in Christ. That's a nice group. And what else? Just I love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, I forgot. Yes, this is my favorite verse in the Bible. This is my favorite one. And he says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. That's my favorite. So anyways, I'm going to say happy stitching, and please leave me a comment if you'd like to have your name go in my little baggie. And know that I pray for you every night, and that I love you, and I hope your life is every bit as blessed as mine. God bless. I love you.